56.
This is Busted Open.
MJF, you may be from luxurious Long Island, but I'm Brian Pillman Jr. I'm from the streets of Cincinnati. Welcome to the jungle! You know what? No. Let me get this straight, Junior. You thought it was a good idea to go toe-to-toe on the microphone with MJF? Logical. You know, Pillman, it's a real shame that your drug-addicted mother, Methany... Whoa. I meant to say Melanie. Hey. It's a real shame that she could have birthed around, 500 different second-generation wrestlers. But unfortunately for me, she forgot to do to you what she did to all the other prospects, and that, my friend, is swallow! Let me make something perfectly clear. If you do not get out of my ring right now, I am going to do to you what your mother should have done 28 years ago. I am going to abort... Pillman in the middle position, hammering away at MJF.
Busted Open.
Back here on Busted Open, Dave LaGreca. And address Aunt Linda at ringside, introduce her to the crowd, talk to her in front of those fans, and then later on have MJF cut that promo on Aunt Linda. Shouldn't even say cut promo, just, completely, assault her verbally, with the microphone. I mean, that was perfect because everybody in that arena already knew who she was because of CM Punk.
That's called IDing somebody at ringside. And you talk about the setup. Punk was the setup. MJF was the spike. Punk comes out and puts Aunt Linda over to the moon and calls her a saint. Now we see her. Now we identify her. Now we know who she is. Now we all cheer for her and we all love her together because of not only what she, meant to the Pillman family, but Punk just put her over to the moon. So instantly you have the thousands of people in attendance in Cincinnati loving this sweet little old lady. Fast forward a couple of segments later, and here comes MJF and starts to bury her. And now you have an entire place going, oh, how dare you? You piece of garbage. You scumbag. And then here comes Pillman Jr. But when Pillman Jr. came out, it was time for him to hit the ring hard and fast and fists a-flying. They decided to go with the promo, and I would say the easy cheap pop, the Mick Foley, right here in Cincinnati, Ohio, kind of pop. It's not awful. I just don't think it fits perfectly. To me, it's round peg in a square hole.
I agree.
It'll fit if you pound it hard enough.
Yeah, you will.
Dear God. That's just a small critique, and I would have loved to have been like in a situation like that. Those are the segments that I love producing because I like to put every little second under a microscope to make sure that it's perfect. Like if we do this, then this makes sense. If this makes sense, then this will be perfect on the back end. Still, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was excellent. But great setup by Punk, great spike by MJF.
All right, let's go back out to the phones. Let's go to TJ, first-time caller who was in Cincinnati last night. What's going on, TJ?
Thanks for taking my call, long-time listener. Cincinnati last night was absolutely on fire. From start to finish, all the shows we had, it was probably 13,000. The venue holds 13,000, but probably one or two seats. If that, it was a full crowd, and they loved every minute of it.
Yeah, well, so give us your view of the crowd after MJF's promo.
See, I'm someone that loves when they trash talk my city because I love that type of heat. What he did, a lot of people were very upset. I don't think nothing will come close to what the Dudleys did in Dayton, but it was pretty good. And a sidebar, the already announced Rampage match of Andrade and Pac. That match is absolutely incredible. You guys will love it.
When you say that the people in Cincinnati were upset, were you saying that they were like really upset, like changed the channel heat upset with what he said?
I wouldn't say that. I would say they really wanted Pillman to come out right then and there and just kick some ass, not stand on the stage and do a promo.
And there you have it. So, like, put yourself in those shoes. If anybody was talking about your family as harshly as MJF was talking about Pillman's family, would you say things back to him, or would you go at him fists a-flying?
I'd go full force right at him. I don't care if Wardlow was there. I'd get my ass kicked, but I would still try my best, go right at him.
Yeah, thanks, man. And that's my whole point, Dave. You know, like, no matter what, it's the George McFly thing when he finally punches Biff in the face. You know, you got to ball your hand up into a fist and just haul off. And I would have liked to have seen that earlier from Pillman.
And also, too, good call as well, giving us the feel of the crowd. Because, like you said, was it go away? He, like,